How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we're actually going to be taking a look at a leak that claims the next Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighter is actually going to be revealed at the upcoming Nintendo Direct, which many people are speculating is going to happen as soon as next week. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because this information does come from a leaker that a lot of people believe is credible, that does not mean that the next character is going to be revealed at the upcoming Nintendo Direct for 100% sure. So make sure you guys take this with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about this just for fun. If you guys would like to hear the why I talk, you can find a link to the original post in the description right down below. And now, with all that out of the way, I have to tell you guys where this information came from. So guys, this information was sent in to me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find a link to my Discord, as well as links to all of my social media presences, such as my Twitter, Twitch, and Patreon, in the description right down below, as well as the pinned comment. And now guys, with all of that out of the way, the information we're going to go ahead and take a look at today comes from Dexerto.com, so let's just go ahead and take a look at it, shall we? So guys, like I said, this information comes from Dexerto.com, and it is titled, Smash Leaker Claims Crash Bandicoot Could Be Announced at February Nintendo Direct. It starts by saying a Smash Ultimate leaker who accurately said Byleth would be the 5th DLC fighter has doubled down on claims that Crash would be the 6th fighter, and his reveal could come as early as February. Mandy can gain some notoriety after a series of correct predictions, including Byleth coming to Smash and several Game Awards leaks. As Dexerto previously reported on October 21st of 2019, the leaker claimed that Byleth would be the 5th fighter in Smash's first Fighters Pass, and that Crash would be the next character announced. So we'll go ahead and take a look at these tweets now and then continue on with the post. So Mandy Can says, starting at the bottom, on October 21st of 2019, Byleth is fighter number 5 in the first Challenger Pack. After that, he says Crash comes directly after the first Challengers Packs, and then on October 24th, he says, Vertiben saying Fighter 5 isn't one character is the easiest thing to say, and then on October 26th, he retweets Sabi, who says, who do you think is most likely for Fighter 5 in Smash Brothers, to which Mandycan responds, LOL. Mandycan called Byleth being DLC Fighter number 5. While the leaker does not know when Crash will be revealed, he does have a few ideas. It could be in the February Direct, or it could be at E3, he said in a Twitter reply. So far, a February Direct has not been officially announced by Nintendo, but there are some hints that suggest one is imminent. Back in January, GameStop updated its SKU listings, and SKU stands for Stock Keeping Unit, and are used to keep inventory at stores. In the past, GameStop SKU updates have occurred just before titles were revealed in Nintendo Directs. So then, on January 27th of 2020, a user named Zork over on Twitter said, you said Crash comes directly after the first Challenger Pack. Like, how much after? A few days? A week? Or am I misunderstanding that tweet? To which Mandycan responds, directly as in terms of order, not time. I do not know when Crash will be revealed. It could be in the February Direct, or it could possibly be at E3. Dexerto reached out to Mandycan, and he claimed to be 100% sure that a February Direct was coming, and Crash is still fighter number 6. While it's possible that we get the next fighter reveal in February, it wouldn't be surprising if the announcement comes at E3 2020 in June. It was, after all, at E3 of 2019 that Nintendo announced not one but 2 fighters coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, being Banjo-Kazooie and Dragon Quest Hero. With the second Fighters Pass only scheduled to conclude in December of 2021, Nintendo has a lot of time to craft the 6 upcoming fighters. Smash Ultimate's Fighter Pass Volume 2 is currently available for purchase. It includes all 6 of the new characters, new stages, and music tracks as they become available. So now that we've gone over this entire post, let's talk about it a little bit. So guys, the first thing that I want to go ahead and say is that for those of you guys who weren't already aware, there has actually been a ton of drama surrounding Mandycan. Now, the reason I say that is because leakers like Sabi over on Twitter have actually said stuff before like, it is possible that what Mandican is doing is he is making a bunch of tweets. So let's just say way back in October, he said Byleth is fighter pack number 5. And along with that, he said like Crash Bandicoot's number 5, Ryu Hayabusa's number 5, Doom Guy's number 5. And then once it was revealed that Byleth was actually fighter number 5, he went back and deleted all of those other tweets. Now, honestly, guys, I had never heard of Mandican before information started coming out about him predicting that Byleth was going to be the 5th DLC fighter, so I don't really have any records of Mandican like way back in October posting any of this stuff, and I think that that goes for a lot of people. So yeah, it seems as though right now Mandican has a very big following, and the reason for that is because once again he quote-unquote predicted that Byleth was going to be the next fighter. However, since I have no proof either way, just remember to take all this with a grain of salt and realize that he could have predicted Byleth as it, but Sabi does seem to believe that he didn't. He made a bunch of different tweets and then deleted them later on to seem like he had credible information at the time. And then the next thing that I wanted to go ahead and talk about was the possibility of a Nintendo Direct happening sometime in February, because that's what Mandican seems to be saying right now. Now, obviously, guys, if you didn't already watch the video that I posted yesterday where I went ahead and talked about it, Sabi actually came forward and said that he heard from one of his friends named Zippo over on Reset Era that we would be getting a total of 2 Nintendo Directs this month. We would be getting a normal Nintendo Direct, and alongside with that, we would also be getting an Animal Crossing Direct where they showed off some new information about New Horizons. Now, obviously, guys, that makes a lot of sense. I know that there are a lot of people that think that, oh, we just got 2 Nintendo Directs back in January, so there's no way we're gonna get 2 this month. However, guys, the Pokemon Direct, like, Pokemon does their own separate thing from Nintendo, or although they are on, like, Nintendo consoles, they just kind of like to do their own thing, so yeah, I wouldn't really call that a Nintendo Direct. And then, yeah, the other thing we obviously got was the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Direct, where they showed off Byleth as the 5th and final character on the first Fighter's Pass, and they didn't really go over anything else. It was just really Byleth, whereas like with Animal Crossing, it's going to be a direct in which they show off the town, show off all the characters and everything else like that, because the game is releasing very soon. So yeah, I mean, although technically, yes, we did have 2 already in January, I think that having another 2 in February makes a ton of sense, because once again, Animal Crossing is like a huge franchise for Nintendo, so of course they're gonna have their own one, and usually Nintendo does like to do a full-blown Nintendo Direct where they show off a bunch of games in January, February, or March, because this is Q1 right now, and they want to make sure they get people hyped for the games that are going to be coming out in Q4, which is around the holiday season. So yeah, I definitely think we're going to end up seeing 2 Directs, and I definitely think that Mandican recognizes that all this is going to happen as well, so just keep in mind that, like, yeah, although he did predict this, a lot of other people were predicting it as well. And finally, guys, the last thing that I want to go ahead and talk about is Crash Bandicoot and his chances of joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, obviously, guys, if you've been following the channel for a while now, you know that I believe that Crash Bandicoot has a very strong chance of joining the game. I mean, obviously, Crash Bandicoot is a character that lots of people really want to see in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and although a lot of people see him as like a Sony character, that could be both a good and bad thing. I mean, it's good because way back in the day, there were console wars between Nintendo, who had Mario, Sega, who had Sonic, and PlayStation, who had Crash Bandicoot, so getting to fight with Mario, Sonic, and Crash Bandicoot in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate would be something amazing. And also, guys, like, if Crash Bandicoot is seen as a PlayStation character, that actually might be seen as kind of an incentive for Nintendo to bring him over, so that way they're like, yeah, we got Crash Bandicoot in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, like, this is really good. And obviously, guys, Crash Bandicoot is an extremely iconic character. Like, he has had tons of different games over the years. He's had tons of different games on Nintendo consoles, on PlayStation consoles, on Xbox consoles. Like, we've just had tons of Crash Bandicoot over the years. He looks like he would have a super unique moveset. Lots of people really want to see him join the battle, so yeah. I believe that at some point, Crash Bandicoot's going to join Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I mean, he's already had 2 games on the Switch, being the Crash N. Sane Trilogy and Crash Team Racing, so he's definitely going to be coming to the battle soon. However, guys, with all of that being said, do I believe that Crash Bandicoot is going to be joining the battle and that we are going to be getting a Nintendo Direct at some point in February? In terms of the Nintendo Direct thing, yeah, absolutely. At this point, there have been so many rumors and leaks saying that we were going to get a February Nintendo Direct that at this point, I definitely believe it's going to end up happening. And then in terms of Crash Bandicoot, I mean, like I said, he's definitely a character that I really want to see join the battle. However, I do think it's a little bit too soon for a new character to be announced. We just got Byleth officially revealed and then put into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so I don't think they're going to release a new character right now, or reveal him at the very least. I think the perfect time to do that is at E3, because they do have a full 2 years to reveal 6 characters, so yeah, I have a feeling the next character is going to be released or revealed at E3, but, you know, if he gets revealed at this upcoming Nintendo Direct, I'd be okay with that as well, because I'm a little impatient. However, guys, with all of that being said, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts about everything that we talked about in today's video in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that Bandicoot is actually a credible leaker, or do you guys think that he just got lucky? Let me know why or why not in the comments. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.